This thing is I can see they give me adjustments for last year and this year. So if it's adjustments for last year, it means I need to reverse it. Okay? So if I look, please make a copy. If it's accrued and it's an adjustment, in other words, it's for this year, I will add it. But if it's last year's accrued and I reverse it, I'm also going to do the opposite. The same goes with future, prepaid expense and income received in advance. If it's an adjustment, it's in this year, I will subtract it. But if it was prepaid last year for this year, I need to add it to the income or expense. So keep this in mind when we do these following expenses and incomes. So the first thing is the rent. So I'm going to say to you, rent expense is an expense, right? So now if I look here, can you see they give me accrued expenses, which adjustment is a plus, but reversal is a minus. So let's quickly look. Rent expense is in this financial year, so it's an adjustment. Ne? It's an adjustment. So an adjustment will make it more. Okay. Is there any rent expense for last year? Nothing. So is there any information for rent? Yes. They tell me it's 585. So that 585 is what I spent on rent. Okay? But I still owe 45. And now I know what is my expense for the year is what I already paid and what I owe gives me my expense. So what is that total? Let's see if you can do it quick. Now, that 630 is my total expense. Remember what I said to you, A before R. Adjustment before ratio. You're never going to just ratio that 45. We're going to ratio the 630. And what is the ratio? They say it's in accordance to the floor space. So, now you don't have to go make it smaller. The way they give it to me is the way it goes. So they say the factory is 2,000 and the rest is 1,002. So the total is 32. So I'm going to say that 630, ne? Times I want 2,000 out of 3,200. So this is going to be divided into factory overheads, admin, sales and distribution. And the part that goes to factory overheads is this amount. So, anybody who got that figure for me?